Welcome along, fellow time travelers. This time around, we're going to check out actress Diane Keaton's house at 820 North Roxbury Drive in Beverly Hills. It was one of her many mansions. Before I begin, please like and share the show and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now let's begin our journey. The beautiful house at 820 North Roxbury Drive in Beverly Hills is a Spanish Colonial Revival home built way back in 1927 by architect Ralph Llewellyn. The neighborhood on Roxbury Drive has a rich Hollywood history as the Street of the Stars. You see, it became popular in the 1930s when movie studios encouraged their stars to live close together for security and glamour. Just down the street from the house that Diane Keaton bought was 918 North Roxbury. That's where Jimmy Stewart and his family lived, across from Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz in the 1950s. Over the course of time, the neighborhood was also the home of Jack Benny, Peter Falk, Ginger Rogers, and more. Now let's check out the house. It has 8,434 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and it sits on almost half an acre. The style uses stucco walls, terracotta roof tiles, and lots of arches around the doors and windows. These features give it a warm, old California feel that's simple and inviting. Diane Keaton bought the house in 2007 for $8.1 million under her real name, Diane Hall. In her 2011 memoir, Then Again, she wrote that her father often addressed her as Di-Annie, and that is why Woody Allen called his movie Annie Hall, after Diane Hall. Which is kind of weird because it makes the movie seem like it's autobiographical, which it wasn't. When she joined Actors Equity in the late 1960s, there was already a Diane Hall registered, so she needed a new stage name. She chose Keaton from her mother's maiden name, Dorothy Diane Keaton. So why did she need such a large house? Well, in 2007, Diane was in her early 60s, but she had recently adopted 2 children a bit earlier, when she was in her 50s. She adopted daughter Dexter in 1996, at age 50, and son Duke in 2001, when she was 55, which I think is pretty cool. After all, she had plenty of money, and she had to leave it to somebody, so may as well be her kids. As a single mom, she raised them on her own, well, along with her staff, and she moved through several homes in Los Angeles. By the time she got this house, Dexter was about 11 and Duke, I think, was 6. Keaton liked fixing up old houses, and this one needed work after past owners had changed things around, like raising ceilings way too high. She worked with designer Stephen Shadley to restore it. Stephen was a good choice. He began his working life as a scenic artist at 20th Century Fox. And he became an architectural and interior designer renowned for his romantic, Hollywood-inspired residential projects. By the way, he also co-authored the book Designing Hollywood Homes, Movie Houses, which showed that he blended vintage glamour with modern simplicity. They kept the design clean and not cluttered, and focused on the original design. The central courtyard has bricks, a fountain, and some trees, which makes the house feel open and connected to the outside. Arches let light flow in and create soft shadows that make spaces feel calm. They use plain white walls, exposed wood beams, and simple fireplaces to keep everything straightforward. There were no extra decorations, just enough to make it cozy. Diane said she wanted a place where her family could relax and make a bit of a mess without worrying about it. And this design helps people feel comfortable. The open layout means rooms connect easily, so it's good for family time. High ceilings make it airy, and the neutral colors keep it fresh and easy to clean. The courtyard acts like a quiet spot in the middle of everything, which can help lower stress and can make people feel more at peace. For Diane, living there with her kids and dogs felt like a safe, simple home base during their teen years. She hosted family meals in the kitchen area, and she read in the library, which has built-in shelves for all of her books. The sale history shows how the house's value grew with its updates. Before Diane, it sold in 2003 for $6.5 million. After her 2-year fix-up, she listed it in 2009 for nearly $13 million. But she dropped the price to just under $11 million in 2010 because of the bad economy at the time. It sold that year for $10 million to TV producer Ryan Murphy. So you figure if she spent $1 million improving it and she sold it for $10 million, then she made a cool $1 million profit, which is pretty cool. Murphy owned it for over 10 years, and Beverly Hills prices went up a lot. And so in 2021, it sold twice in quick sales. First, on April 22nd for $16.25 million. Then, on September 1st for $16.5 million to a private buyer. That was quite a bit more than what Diane sold it for. As of the time of this recording in October of 2025, the house is not for sale. But estimates put its value at just about $21 million today. By the way, property taxes as of the time of this recording are just over $200,000 a year. The clean design and good location keep it popular in the Beverly Hills area, where it's close to shops and schools. For Diane, it was one of the many houses where she lived, but it stood out as a family spot during a big time in her life as a mom. So, what do you think of actress Diane Keaton's house at 820 North Roxbury Drive in Beverly Hills? If you're rolling in dough, would you live in a place like that? You know I would. What do you think about the design? Do you like stuff like that? Clean and simple? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Kindly remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Please check out the links below to learn how to support my research and productions. This channel is sponsored by CampfireShop.com. Do me a favor and check them out, and buy some awesome candles, herbal supplements, teas, and more. Kindly be kind to all of our fellow Earthlings, and please do not harm them. And do yourself a favor, and go to a local shelter, and adopt a cat or a dog or both. You and they will be very glad that you did. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.